All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about what the ladder method, how the ladder method works when it comes to your barracks. So the first thing is that when you have your barracks set up where you have them at like a level 20 here, a level 24, 27, and then 30, you're actually able to train at the highest level, a 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the ladder method is where you are promoting your troops. You're actually training them at level 6, but then you're promoting them all the way up to level 10. So here you can see how I have the different levels, level 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll just collect those. And now in my drill grounds, I have 6, 7, 8s, 9s, and 10s. And you can see I have 582 of the 7s, 8, and 9s. So what that lets me do is that I can now promote them. So here's how I promote them. You go to your lowest level, you select the level below it, and then you hit your up arrow, and then you're now going to promote it. And you can see here I can promote up to 582 troops from level 6 to level 7. And then I'm going to do that in each of these, promote up to from an 8 to a 9 and so forth. So why do we do this? Well, the reason to use this method is because during the arms race, in the events, right? This one right here, unit progression in arms race. If we use the promotion method, we can run 2 cycles of this. You can see here the time that it takes to promote is only going to be 2 hours and 40 seconds for me. It's something about 3 hours sometimes. It just depends on your different research and your survivors and so forth. But it takes 2 hours and 40 minutes, right? And so unit progression takes 4 hours total. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to promote them right at the beginning. And then again, I'll promote them once it finishes after 2 hours and 40 minutes. And that's really going to count as if I had trained, 582 level 7s, level 8s, level 9s, level 10s, right? So it gets me points, and it pretty much gets me, when it comes to unit progression, because I have all 4 levels at such a high number, we're getting a really nice amount. It's like 508, or it's 58,000 just for the first batch. And so somewhere around there, so 50 something around the first batch. And then I'm able to get more points with that second batch. So what do I do next? Well, I have to look at where the unit progression is going to be next, right? So the unit progression is going to be at 9 o'clock my time tomorrow morning. So right now it is not 9 o'clock. It is 5 o'clock, 5:45, right? So let's say it's 6. So I've got 3 hours till 9. So I'm going to have 15 hours to be able to do the next batch. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to the security, the Secretary of Security, and I'm going to apply. Then, depending on how much time I have left, I'm going to train all 4 barracks. I'm going to train the level 6. And what that's going to create is it's going to create more and more and more level 6s for me to have. And that's where it's going to be. That's where the ladder method really, really helps to get you points on total mobilization. Because if I have, 4,000 level 6 that I can promote throughout the entire day of total mobilization, I'm going to meet my points, right? So all I have to do is maintain a really large number of level 6 that I can promote on day 5 of total mobilization, promote them all day. And then I will have, by the end of the day, hopefully I will have all level 10s troops, and I will be able to get my full points, right? Now, there's 2 downsides to this. Number 1 is that you're not necessarily guaranteed that you're going to always have all the troops you need throughout the week. You have to make sure that as you're doing this promotion through the arms race, that you're keeping account of how many you are going to need for MG, for zombies, for whatever it is. So right now I have 9,000 at the highest level, which is great for me. I only need about 7,000 and I'm good. But if you need more, you need to know how many you need and how many you regularly kill. And then the second one that is not always great about this method is that it doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're going to have enough troops by day 6 for enemy buster. So you kind of have to play it by ear. You have to see, okay, how many times do I need to promote this? Maybe 3 times, and even if it's like speed up one of them during an arms race in the unit progression, do I need to do that, or do I need to do something else? Like how do I need to train it more? And the reason is because maybe you need to max out, get closer to a higher, a 20,000 or something. I'm usually about 15, 16,000 by the time I get to enemy buster, and then they all die. And so, but that's okay, because I don't care. But it's, each person has to figure out how many they need throughout the week, how many they need on a daily basis. And then you'd, make sure you have that many at your highest level. And then you'd make sure that you're going to be able to get into the next week with enough troops to do the next series of activities. So that is the ladder method. And if you have any questions, let me know.